She served him. I just want to thank everybody who took the time to listen to me. I want to thank everybody who may be struggling with a new form of beliefs. People who may be having a hard time with the new knowledge coming in. People who may be having ascension symptoms. Look, this is all very real. You're going to be approached by people who do not believe the way you do. You're going to be approached by people who are sickened by your resilience, by your faith, by your light, by your way of being genuine. You're going to be attacked for your faith. This is real. This is spiritual warfare. I was getting ready to go downstairs to get prepared for the yes, no answers, but Spirit told me to sit and say this. There are those of you who are struggling internally with what's happening inside. You feel pulled to and fro by different belief systems. You feel like you have to please family or friends or someone within your relationship, and you fear what they may think about your new way of thinking. You may fear people may call you not Christian, but see, that's where the problem lies. You are of Christ's mind. You embody the consciousness of Christ. You have a light that is so brilliant and such a mirror that people see themselves in your shine and they don't like what they see. They feel like they have to copy you. They feel like they have to be like you, and they resent you for that because it's so hard for them to do this because it's not natural for them. You are a natural born child of the cosmos. You had an assignment before you were even conceived. You chose to enter the family that you entered. You chose to be in the family line that you're in. And you need to remember why. God is calling for you to wake up. And you may be confused about how to do so. You start first with inner reflection. See yourself for who you truly are. Face any demons from your past, from your childhood. Because God knows that we've all had things done to us that was so horrible that you might can't even talk about it, but God knows. If you can't talk about it with nobody else, a therapist, a friend, talk to God. Because God will give you the strength that David had to fight Goliath. God will give you the strength of Abigail. God will give you the strength of Moses. God will give you the strength of Jesus, Yahshua. Who of us can imagine dragging your own torture stake behind you while people spit on you and beat you and berate you, yet you have the power to just blink your eyes and they go into dust. But the love in your heart is so heavy and so strong that you refuse to do that. because you know that they know not what they are doing. You know this. So that's why so many of us have gone through a life of pain, of brutality. We may have been abused. Trigger alert. We may have been abused. We may have been beat. We may have been cursed at, berated, told that we were nothing. We may have, our looks may have been attacked. We may have been called ugly. We may have been called fat. We may have been called everything in the book, a bad mother, a bad father, everything in the book to break you down, because the enemy hates your light. It blinds them. It blinds them to themselves, where all they can see is themselves and that black negativity that they encompass, that they're trying to put on you. I've had people tell me, why are you always smiling? Why are you always laughing? Why are you always joking? And I'm not gonna lie. Some of it is to cover, or was to cover, the pain that I felt at the time. Tears of a clown and all. But truthfully, I smile because I love. I smile because I'm peace. I smile because I'm light. And my smile will not cease. I will increase my volume of light until it is blinding to the enemy. I will have them on their knees, too arrogant to say stop, please, because they're so full of darkness, so full of hate, so full of strife, so full of the ability to berate others. Arrogance comes before a fall. Spirit says, God says, to let you know that the harder you fall, it's because of pride. We are of like minds. Our consciousness are connected. That's what we call the collective. We have vibration of good. We spread it in the best way that we know how. And Spirit says that you need to trust and believe, because there's some people here who don't fully trust in themselves, who believe what these evil people told them about themselves. Believe in it. You are not that. You are not what other people say you are. You are a queen. You are a king. You are the divine feminine and masculine, and everything in between. You are royalty, so step like it. Wear your crown, and it's not a visible crown, it's your crown chakra. Can you feel it? It's energy that pours above you. And I see why in the pictures on the wall they draw people with halos. Can you feel your halo? Can't you feel your halo? Somebody say, I feel my halo. Somebody say, I feel my halo. And I know that I'm a good person. And I will change the world. And you already are, baby. You already changed the world. You're already turning hearts to those who listen. You already made something that you said or did that they remember, you will never be forgotten, because people will always remember the way you made them feel. This is a channel message from God, and I could not sit still on the job. I could not walk down those stairs and go to my room, go to my cabin before I told y'all this. God is speaking through me. He says someone needs to know, and I'm here to tell you. I've been there. I've been in the trenches. I've been not wanting to live on this plane. But I had daughters. I had daughters who needed me. Even though I had an ex that walked away like it was so easy. I stayed in love for my children. I didn't seek out drugs or alcohol to drown the pain. I accepted the pain and walked through it. I ain't gonna lie. When it first was happening, yeah, I did drown myself in what you call it, Crown Royal. And I'm not a drinker, but I want it to be known to the heartbreak. I literally had someone pick on me because I cried over my ex, someone I was with for almost 17 years. The only guy I had ever been with who took my virginity. Wasn't I supposed to feel pain? Wasn't I supposed to feel hurt? The father of my children. And I wasn't supposed to feel nothing, and I was berated for feeling these things. This is how this world is. And that damn near made me want to be unalive. But God saw my power. God knew I was suffering through sickness, and still had to stand up and be a strong mother of a 4-year-old, a 13-year-old, and a 15-year-old at the time. And it was hard. Oh my God, it was so hard. I cried. I was broken. I felt like a bomb hit me and I was shattered and burned to ashes. But guess what? You're looking at a phoenix now. I am the phoenix. I raised from those ashes, and I became who I am today. A way shower, to lead the way, to lead people through pain, through adversity, telling you that you can make it. Because when I look back in that sand, there was only one set of footprints, and I knew it had to be God that carried me through when I couldn't walk. Spirit carried me through. He saw my pain from my childhood on up to my adulthood. He saw my pain, and He was there with me through every minute, through the death experiences, being dead for 23 seconds and then 38 seconds. He was there. He was there when the skin was peeling off my hands and feet. He was there. He was there when I was curled up on the floor in defeat. He was there. He was there when my heart cracked in a million pieces. He was there. He was there the whole time. He was there the whole time that I was blind to the power that I had. He was there the whole time when I was criticized on social media, put down for being a bad mom when I was the best mom ever. But I couldn't see it then. I know it now. And I stand proud as a queen, as a high priestess. I deserve this happiness in my life. I deserve deserve the title of High Priestess because I've always have been. I am a queen and I reign supreme. And you are kings and queens too. Acknowledge that ish. Acknowledge it. Say I'm a king. Say I'm a queen. Say I stand in my power. And I am a strong tower. And God has me back, and even though they may knock me down and I crumble, He fixes me and I stand right back up and dust myself off. I keep on walking. And they scoff at me. And they get mad. And they keep trying to send bad spells your way. They even try to destiny swap because they feel like you're too powerful and they want that for themselves. And they've caused delays in your life. Never know more. The Spirit got your back. Oh baby, never know more. Because you're coming in such enormous power. It's blessed, and we stand in our faith, and we're not afraid because God gave us wings to fly. And when God has your back and God is your ride or die, we don't multiply because they can't conquer us. No, baby, they can't conquer us. They may try to put some obstacles in our path and stumble us up a little bit, but they can't conquer us. It's return to sender, baby, every single time. And I'm just speaking my mind. I'm doing my job. And all of you have jobs to do too. Embrace it. Chosen one. Embrace it. Collective. Embrace it. Starseed. Embrace it. Earth angel. I see you. I see what you do. Earth angel. Embrace it. You are more powerful than you know. How you stand out. You're different from others. And that's what God sees on your resume. Because you stand in your difference. And that's resilience, baby. Resilience. You don't fall off the ground. Okay? And that's what God's looking for. Those who don't fall on the ground. Okay? Yes, you are a sheep, that stands up for someone, people look down on you. And they say, oh, she thinks she's better than, or he thinks he's better than us. And then they try to shine you. And then they try to put titles on you saying, oh, that person's a snitch because they never say anything when we... No. What you don't understand is that we're on a higher vibration. We don't vibrate low. We're not bottom feeders. We don't get off on other people's pain. We try to prevent that pain. We try to bring people up, not them. And this is what God said you needed to hear. Please don't stand on that road of indecisiveness. You need to move forward and know that this is the truth. This is who you are. And just because you went through that pain don't mean that you're not favored by God. It means that you are. And you're breaking karmic cycles just by standing up in your faith. Just by being that someone for someone else. And what you need to realize is that God is giving you this job, right? Do you think that God would give you this job and not make sure that you're taken care of? He's going to make sure that you're taken care of, okay? You got to trust and believe. You have got to trust and believe that you will be taken care of by the divine. You will have the time and energy to invest in telling others what the truth is. You will be rewarded for your faith. You're already being rewarded by being chosen. Your name will go down in the new book written by God, by his earth angels. However he chooses to do it, your name will go down in those books as an example for the people within the new world. Because we are building a new world. We are. And it starts with the spirit. And that's the heavens. That's the new heavens God is talking about. The earth is our body because we came from the earth. The earth is always going to survive. It's resilient. So the earth is our bodies. So in you, he's building a new heavens and a new earth. And by restoring the codes within our DNA, we won't experience sickness anymore. We won't experience pain anymore. The former things will have passed away. And that is what God is telling me to prophesy. This is what has been put in my head and channeled through me by God, the divine. And I claim it and I speak on it and I don't care what anybody thinks. Because you better believe there are people who watch this just to criticize. But God will deal with those people. So y'all don't worry. God always shows up and shows out. Y'all don't worry. And another thing God is saying is that he's going to need for y'all, those of you out there who are living in a mindset of lack, stop it. Act as if the money is already there. There are resources out there for you. Use them. But don't live in this lack mindset, because you got to remember, we are a mirror. The cosmos mirrors us, okay? So if you're putting those thoughts of lack out there, you're not going to move forward in abundance. So try, pray, believe, have faith every day. Fall on your knees and thank God for what what you do have. Because in appreciating what you have now, you get more. Even if you're going through turbulent times, money will come out of nowhere. Nowhere. Maybe not even money, food, clothing, someone reaching out to you and taking care of you, making sure that you're fed in a moment. You know how many people were homeless and God reached out to them and they followed his lead, and now they're living very well, being motivational speakers, being artists. God had somebody come through and buy their art, give them money, and it elevated them. They in turn gave back and experienced further elevation. You may be a musician. Ain't nobody trying to hear you. But God's saying this is your season. This is your season. So don't stop. Don't stop. This is the message I was given. And it needed to be heard. So I'm reaching out to each and every one of y'all to tell you don't give up. Keep radiating that light and that love that you have. Shine bright and show up. Show up and shine bright. God is saying that whatever you're doing is right. And you're being too hard on yourself. You need to stop that. You need to learn. You need to develop self-love. Stop being so hard on yourself. You're not what people say you are. Okay? This is coming directly from God. You are not what people have made you feel you are. You are powerful and you are needed in this revolution. We need the warriors to stand up and stand out. You are a warrior for God. Spread your wings and fly. Namaste, y'all. I love each and every one of y'all. Thank you for coming through. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. Y'all don't realize how much you help me too. Just by listening, just by showing up, just by giving me affirmations. You're very powerful. You're healers. You're healers. You're just beings of light, pure light. And you shine bright. I can see you from here. I can feel your energy. You're beautiful. Look in the mirror and see who you truly are. Your reflection is everything. I love y'all. I'll see y'all in 45 minutes again. I'll see y'all in a minute.